This story is about a victim who keeps moving forward. 400 years ago, humans made great progress, but the Earth had to pay the price for this progress. That's why a demon was born to free this Earth from humans. It started causing destruction, but one day, a hero emerged, tearing through the Earth. Due to the fight between these two, the Earth trembled and millions died, but the hero won. However, no one knows the truth behind this legend. 400 years later, in the present time, Meta Kingdom has been attacked. Orisban moves forward to attack the kingdom. He has come out of the castle, destroying everyone. Everyone is moving forward to save the princess. Princess Sheila asks, "Who attacked us?" It is revealed that the evil wizard is a follower of Dark Snyder. Lucine is crying in fear here, so Yoko calms him down. Yoko remembers her father's word, where her father told her how she could awaken the Dark Snyder inside Lucine with the help of a special spell and a virgin kiss. But Yoko doesn't believe this legend. Yoko saves Lucine because she is his guardian. Princess Sheila comes forward and says that she knows Lucine has a wizard shield inside him. She asks Yoko to take the wizard out. The others also say, Osborn has arrived here. These three people go to him because he came here with their help, but Osborn finishes them off. Then the giants start finishing off the others. That's why Hio wants to do something, but because of shyness, she doesn't. Then the giant injures Lucine. That's why Yoko kisses Lucine while chanting a spell, and Lucine starts changing because he had the reincarnation shield of the evil Dark Snyder inside him. As soon as Snyder arrives, he wants to kill the priest, but due to an attack on him, he first finishes them off. But because of Yoko, we know that Snyder is still fully conscious because he is an incarnation, not the original Dark Snyder. We know that 15 years ago, Dark Snyder decided to destroy this kingdom, but the prince tried to stop him, and in their fight, Dark Snyder used reincarnation so the prince could not survive. Now Yoko has taken good care of Lucine. That's why Snyder will leave Yoko, but will finish off the others, saying that he will not listen to anyone. Snyder starts laughing, but because of Yoko's scolding, he can't do anything. Now, because of their action, Osborn orders an attack, but Snyder easily finishes everyone with his attack, and only Osborn is left. Osborn uses his power to finish off Snyder, because of which Snyder says that nothing will happen to him, but he turns into ashes. That's why Osborn becomes happy, because he thinks he has finished off Snyder, but these ashes are Snyder's shield. Due to this attack, Snyder gets a small scratch on his face. That's why he uses flames of hell to finish off Osborn. Sheila comes forward to talk, but without listening to her, Snyder goes to Yoko, but Yoko also doesn't say anything special, so Snyder leaves from here. Yoko meets Snyder, where Snyder tells her that he will kill Yoko's father and start a war to rule this world. Yoko's heart starts pounding because of Snyder's presence. Snyder has no feelings for Yoko, but because of the kiss, he turns into Lucine. That means to change and heal Lucine, he has to be kissed. Then they start moving forward. Then some people are told by the demons that Osborn has been finished off due to Dark Snyder's Hell of Venom spell. On the other hand, these people have come to know that Osborn has been finished off and that the person who finished him can use an ancient spell, and that's why they're going to send someone named Cataboot to fight that person. They also think why not send their main army, the Dark Rebel Army, and they will destroy it just as they did with the kingdom of Jujuraj. And Yoko, who is sitting here, sees Lucine in front of her. She thinks it's a dream, but Lucine shows that he has killed her father, and his monster army will now control this entire world. But this is a dream. After waking up, she sees Lucine, and on the other hand, we see Hydra Manash eating food in his house. But when Yoko comes out, she sees Black Cloud, which make her feel bad. Yoko's father comes here and takes them from here, and inside Kingdom, they come to know that the kingdom of Osiris has been finished off. Yoko's father comes here and tells the king that there is danger towards them too. Here, Yoko introduces herself, and the king thanks her for saving this kingdom. Also, the princess comes forward and thanks both of them. But Yoko says that Lucine doesn't remember anything, so this is useless. Here, the king has understood that this is the same boy inside whom the legendary wizard is imprisoned. Yoko's father comes forward and says that whatever is happening in their kingdom, and whatever has happened recently, one thing has become clear, that the fearsome demon god Anthrax is alive, and Kabubu has arrived in the city with his Hydra monster, and Hydra starts attacking to see who that person is who finished off Oz. Here in the castle too, this news has been received. Yoko's father says that now we have only one way, and everyone says to awaken Dark Snyder. Hearing this, Yoko gets worried, but her father tells her that this is the only way for us to finish off that monster, and Kabubu continues to cause destruction. Because of this, everyone is scared. Now, to save everyone, Yoko has decided that she will use that spell. Because of shyness, she makes Lucine close his eyes. Then she kisses and awakens Dark Snyder. As soon as he arrives, he says, "I have finally returned." Snyder is looking at Yuki, so everyone comes behind him and tells him that their kingdom is in danger, so Snyder will have to help them. But Snyder says, "I pass." So Yoko feels that she thought this was a bad idea. Everyone tells Snyder that he will have to listen to them. But Snyder says, I will not listen. I want everyone in the world to bow before me, and especially Yoko's father will have to cut off his head for me. Everyone moves forward to attack. So due to Dark Snyder's attack, they get stuck there. The king and princess leave from here. So Dark Snyder talks to Geo and says that you were the one who sealed me. If you didn't live your life well, it's a very bad thing for you because now I'm going to end your life. And outside, Hydra has also felt Dark Snyder's presence. So they are scared that Kiju has come to know where Snyder is. Here, Snyder moves forward to attack, but because of Yoko's voice from behind, because of her scolding, he calms down. There are tears in Snyder's eyes. He says that he has already repaid his debt by helping her. So now let him kill her father because he wants to control this world. Hearing this, Snyder gets a punch from Yoko. Snyder apologizes, but he stands up and says that this will not work on him now. So Snyder uses his spell to attack Geo, but Geo survives because of his barrier. They understand that their attacks are useless against each other, so now they will fight hand to hand, where Geo, being a priest, has also been a warrior monk. Geo has more power, so he asks Snyder to surrender. Here, Yoko is feeling something wrong, and Snyder sheds his blood, saying that he will summon Golem, who is shielded right here. Geo does not understand how Snyder knew this, and Snyder summons Golem, and everyone is worried because Hydra is outside and Golem is inside. Golem moves forward, so Yoko's feet are not moving to calm Snyder, and Snyder starts killing everyone. And Yoko can't believe that Snyder is Lucine because the Lucine she knows is very innocent. And here Kyo has come with his Hydra. He says that he is a disciple of Almighty Wizard Kalsu, and he has come to finish all of them. And Snyder has been injured by Kitty, so he says that he will finish him off. Oh, strange-mouthed one. Angered by this, Kitty attacks with Hydra, but Golem crushes Hydra with his hand. Seeing the condition of his Hydra, Kitty comes down to finish them off, but Snyder punches him, because of which Kyo is in pain. But Snyder tells him that this is nothing. Then he starts casting a spell, and with his Venom spell, he finishes off Kitty and starts laughing. Also, he moves forward to finish off Geo, but Yoko comes to him and tells him the illusion then wakes up, but at Yoko's request, it goes back to sleep. Their program continues. But seeing Yoko so troubled, Dark Snatcher overpowers Lucine. He tells Garrett to stop, because if he doesn't, Dark Snyder will destroy him. Dark Snyder was able to overpower him because the seal on Lucine has weakened due to being awakened twice. After learning that Dark Snyder is imprisoned inside Lucine, and after many people arrive, Gaara leaves with Yoko, summoning a monster. Gaara then leaves, saying that if he wants his daughter back, he should send Dark Snyder to Ninja Fortress. As Gaara takes her away, everyone in the kingdom is happy that Lucine is safe, but they are also sad that Yoko has been kidnapped. Now Princess Sela comes forward to awaken Lucine again and turn him into Dark Snyder because she is a virgin, but the king refuses. So the princess says, I can't just stand here empty-handed, even knowing that I can help. And so everyone takes the king away from here so that Sela can awaken Dark Snyder. These things happen here, and Geo also says that Dark Snyder is not as evil as before. Lucine's feelings have changed him, and he has become a different person. She also says that it's like a marriage in the royal family. Then, because of the kiss, Dark Snyder has come here, and he knows that Yoko has been kidnapped, and everyone tells him that he has to go and save Yoko. Geo asks for his daughter, but Snyder doesn't care about these things because now he can do whatever he wants because Yoko is not here to stop him. Now, because of these things, the princess asks, then what will happen to Yoko? Snyder says, do you think she's alive? Oh, she's a nuisance. That's why she slaps him, which makes Snyder angry. Now, to save Yoko, Snyder is ready to go forward with the princess. Inside the castle, Gaara is asking how Dark Snyder is awakened, but Yoko refuses to tell him. Also, Gaara feels that Yoko is his girlfriend. On the other hand, as they all move forward, ninjas surround them, but Snyder easily defeats the ninjas. Snyder makes the princess remove her armor, saying that the armor is slowing her down. But inside the castle, the guard tells us that Snyder is very crazy about girls, and because he has been alive for 4 centuries, he has had relationships with more than 300 girls in these 4 centuries. Gaara also says that one of the 4 divine kings has been very close to Snyder, and to get the truth out of Yoko, he leaves a slime for Yoko, whose specialty is melting clothes. Outside, they are all moving forward and have reached the gate, so Yoko's condition inside is like this. Yoko calls Dark Snyder for help, so Dark Snyder comes here, breaking the gate, and because of the sound of the gate breaking, they know that someone has come, but they consider them fool. Also, they let them go, thinking that they will move forward because they have laid a trap. And here, seeing Yoko in such a state, everyone is calling her hot. Outside, they were all thinking why the monster didn't attack, so a monster comes to attack, because of which Snyder catches him like this to save the princess. And because this was the second time, the princess slaps him, calling him a snake. Now, after the monster's attack, they leave their fight and go to Sion to move forward. The knights also wanted to go first, but Snyder stops them, saying that this is your time. Go and prove your bravery to save the princess. So everyone moves forward, and Snyder tells the princess to move forward. But because her clothes are small, the princess princess feels uncomfortable, so she slaps Snyder again, saying pervert. Snyder says, I'll take revenge for this later. He picks her up and starts moving forward, so the princess is enjoying herself. Inside, Yoko is stuck. Soldiers are fighting, and while going up, the princess is enjoying herself. They are still moving forward when suddenly Suzuki Dogjaman comes in front of them to fight. And on the other hand, Yoko is completely naked, but Gaara will not do anything bad to her. Yes, but he is ready to fight Snyder because he was his slave 15 years ago. But now the situation has changed, and Snyder's attack on Suzuki is not working, and Snyder even gets injured because of him. But because of the princess's attack, Suzuki's barrier is down, and taking advantage of this opportunity, Snyder finishes him off. The princess says that Snyder is suppressing his feelings. He is hiding them because he actually cares about Yoko, and angered by this, he picks her up, saying that she will have to pay the price for this, and he does some such acts. On the other hand, the soldiers are fighting, assuming that the princess is fighting, and because of Snyder's such acts, the princess's condition is getting worse. Then he leaves his axe and moves forward. Snyder says that he is the only one in the whole world who can use many spells in one day, and Sheila sees a sword, so she picks it up, but it is a cursed sword, because of which Snyder comes forward to save her, but he gets injured, and then he tells Sheila to remove her clothes, saying that she will have to suck this. It's about sucking poison, not something else. On the other hand, Gaara says that he will destroy this world and create a new world where everyone will listen to him, and to stop Snyder, he has also left a demon sword there, and the princess tells Snyder, I will have to use my mouth, but I don't want to do this. But this happened because of me, so I will have to do it. Again, it's about sucking blood here. And then she starts sucking, so Snyder says, yes, a little more, a little harder. To save Snyder, the princess starts sucking harder. Here, the demon Ifrit of that sword has awakened and says, you have awakened me, you will be punished. You will be punished equally. Snyder stops Ifrit's attack, but due to the poison, he sees blurry, and Gaara tells us that clerics and wizards use 4 types of magic. The first is magic based on mental strength and life force. The second is white magic, which comes from believing in God. The third is hell magic, which comes from demons. And the last is spirit magic. Snyder uses dark magic, especially fire-related, and Ifrit also uses fire-related magic, because of which Dark Snyder's powers will increase due to his magic. The princess says that she knows another spell, but Snyder cannot use it. Kalsu can use that spell. Leaving the princess in the barrier, Snyder moves forward to attack. Due to the blast, Gaara comes to know that the fight has started. We see the soldiers moving forward. The soldiers see lava. Then Snyder uses another spell, which is Ifrit's spell, meaning he attacks Ifrit with Ifrit's spell. And Gaara has also come to know that Snyder has arrived. Due to Snyder's attack, Ifrit is lying down. He is lost. He comes in the form of his sword. Snyder is holding that sword, so he comes in front of him. He says, I am surprised that you have not touched this girl yet. You were not like this. You could go to any extent to win. Then what happened? Gaara saw Yoko like this. That's why Snyder says, crying, this is not right. I haven't even seen her like this yet. Hearing this, Yoko calls him a pervert and tells him that she can't believe that she had some feelings for him. Both of them attack each other to know who is in what condition. And due to one of Gaara's attacks, Snyder falls far away, and Gaara is overpowering Snyder. Yoko tells us that Snyder is nothing without using a spell. There, Scylla comes and tells him that she is sure that Snyder will win. Seeing Scylla, Yoko feels that she might be the same girl who awakened Snyder. Their fight is going on, so Snyder is going to use his Venom spell. Before his spell ends, Gaara cuts off one of his hands. But due to the spell, one of Gaara's hands also gets dislocated, and both of them have decided to fight, where everyone is scared by their fight. The princess remembers that Snyder had said that he has only 1 or 2 spells to fight Gaara. The princess feels that Snyder loves Yoko. That's why he is ready to fight even after being in such a bad condition. And seeing the princess worried, Yoko feels that the princess loves Snyder. Here Gaara says, you have changed, Snyder, because you used to like Virgin Girl, but I tell you what I did with this girl. First, I tied her with chains and covered her with slime. You covered her with slime. Then I melted her clothes, and I licked every corner of her body slowly and comfortably. Slowly and comfortably. No, he is lying. Don't listen to his words. Then I took out my sword and dipped it in hot oil. Then I separated both of them. Then I made her mine. She was a very good virgin. Yoko is saying that all this is wrong, and the princess starts thinking after hearing all these things. After saying all these things, Gaara was thinking that now Snyder would be weak and would not do anything. But Snyder gets very angry and starts casting a powerful spell, so Gaara attacks. His attacking speed is equal to sound, but Snyder stops him and casts his spell, because of which the entire castle is destroyed. But both girls survive because of the barrier. But Snyder has not finished Gaara. Everyone is fine, and Lars is also safe because Snyder saved him. Because of this, Gaara feels that Snyder has changed. Snyder starts walking around after coming near both girls, because of which Yoko thanks him. But Snyder also gets hit because Yoko doesn't understand who awakened Snyder. After laughing, Gaara tells them that Meta has been attacked, meaning Gaara's presence here was a diversion, and Kalsu in the castle has come to know that Gaara has betrayed them, and Snyder has moved forward. That's why she sends Ars to finish Snyder, because she will not get caught caught in Snyder's manipulation. Then, on one side, soldiers are fighting, so Gio knows who has come here. A messenger comes and says that a messenger has come from Mita. They want to talk peacefully, but he kills him, saying that they have forgotten the rules of war. Here, this girl comes and tells them that they have been ordered by Kalsu to finish Snyder. They also come to know that Gara has lost and has let Snyder go. She goes to sleep saying that she will finish Snyder with her own hands. In her dream, she meets Snyder, and Snyder has created this dream with the help of his illusion spell. Snyder tells her that he raised her. She had strayed from her group. She was a child, but now she's become quite sexy. Then Snyder starts seducing her with sweet talk, but she doesn't get seduced and punches him, calling him a pervert. It is revealed that she wanted to stay with him, but she comes to know that Snyder had secretly created a harem. Then she casts a powerful spell in her dream and actually blows up her tent. She can't go from here, so she sends one of her third generation, Sinaraya, to finish Snyder. We see Snyder, with whom Lars was going, so Snyder asks, "Why are you coming with me?" Lars says that everyone was talking about battle, but Snyder left from there. That's why Lars also followed him. Now Snyder was praising himself, but then he hears a girl's voice, so he goes and saves her. Lars says that there should not be a spider here. They have come to know that whoever summoned this spider is nearby, but they don't pay attention to this. The girl invites Snyder to her house for dinner to thank him, and Snyder, after seeing her figure, follows her to her house. Snyder is acting cool, but Lars knows that the animal inside him has awakened. After hearing such a thing, he beats him and chases him away from there. While having dinner, Snyder eats a lot of food, saying that he needs energy to cast spells. That's why when he gets food and girls, he eats them. Then, while sleeping, Snyder was praising himself when suddenly this girl comes there, saying that it is a tradition in their family that they take good care of whoever saves them. To prevent Lars from troubling Snyder, he puts him to sleep. The girl says, "Please be gentle with me." Snyder says to her, "I know." He kisses her ears. Now many things happen here, which you can guess by looking at Lars's face. Snyder sees that there are armor marks on the girl's body. Then the girl sticks a spider on his back. The girl tells him that she is Sin Arya and Ars has sent her. The spider starts eating Snyder, so the girl is happy. But Snyder claps from behind and says, "Wow, amazing hot stuff." Also, he says, and then he finishes off that spider and takes out another spider from his card and finishes it off. The girl says, "I came to finish you," but Snyder says, "So what? You are still beautiful." Hearing this, Sanaria melts because no one had ever said such a thing to her before, because everyone was afraid of her because she was very powerful. Lars's reaction is like this: understand what is happening. And this picture is shown to us. And in the morning, Playboy Snyder starts leaving from here, so Sanaria tries to stop him, but Snyder says that when your armor mark goes away, I will come again and give you more happiness than last night. While walking outside, Lars asks Snyder, "Tell me what happened last night? Did you pass away by your own hands last night?" Snyder pushes Lars away and says that he could only cut his ear. Nothing more happened. And she is told that Sin has left Dark Snyder, and she has hidden. Hearing this, she understands that Snyder has also had a program with her, so she is angry. Walking further, Snyder sees many statues, because of which Lars thinks that the next demon to come is Medusa. Hearing this, after pushing Lars away, Snyder meets Kai Horn. Seeing him, Snyder says, "Oh, so now they're sending boys." Kai's army is moving forward, so Snyder finishes them off with the help of his fire spell. Then Snyder starts praising himself. Now before they fight, Snyder asks, "Tell me, did you create these stones?" And Kai says that you will know this in the fight. Kai finishes Snyder with her first attack, but it is his illusion. Lars tells Snyder that Kai's technique also includes Genjutsu. Kai wanted to ask a question, but Snyder doesn't answer her, and he attacks and starts laughing. But Kai survives by using illusion. She asks, "What did you do with Sin?" Kai says that Sin cannot betray them. Hearing these things, Snyder feels that Sin has fallen in love with him. Kai asks him to tell the whole thing, so Snyder says, "I adopted her. Now she is not a virgin." Hearing this, Kai attacks, so Snyder's stop's attack fails, and Sin has sent this spider. She tells Kai. She explains that Snyder is very powerful, even more so than Kalsu and his subordinates, so he shouldn't do anything and should let Snyder rule. To save Snyder, she attacks Kai, but Kai easily cuts all her spiders. Sin feels that Kai is much stronger than her. Kai says that she will finish both of them. Hearing this, Snyder starts laughing. He says, "You think you can really finish me?" And he uses his magic to break that stone. Then he becomes naked, and none of Kai's attacks are working because of the shield. So Snyder uses arrows, which tear Kai's clothes. Before Snyder can do anything to Kai, Sin stops him. Then Kai uses a crystal to bring out a monster, and people turn to stone just by touching this monster's smoke, and Snyder's hand also turns into stone. Snyder realizes that if he wants to finish this monster, he will have to destroy that crystal. Snyder is in front of the monster, and the wind blows. He feels the monster attack, and all gases go towards Kai. To escape the gas, Kai runs forward, so the crystal slips from her hand and breaks, and she becomes a victim of the monster's attack. Then Snyder very easily finishes that monster with his single spell. Snyder goes to Kai, and Kai says, "Kill me now, otherwise if I get well, I won't spare you." As soon as Kai falls, Snyder picks her up and says, "First get well, then we'll see." They start moving forward, and Kai feels what a man's body is like, how strong and warm it is. Also, Kai Kai's heart is pounding. Then Snyder does some things with Kai. Don't misunderstand. He is sucking out her poison. Now it's a different matter that Kai is feeling an orgasm. After getting well, Kai says that another opponent is waiting for Snyder above, who is very strong and is getting stronger day by day. Snyder says, "Don't resurrect, and it was nice to meet you, my friends." Hearing the word friends, Kalsu pulls Kai away. Now Snyder leaves. So Kai says that she understands how Sin feels. She apologizes to Sin. Then, after coming to the jungle, Snyder says that he has to go to the graves. Lucine overpowers Snyder because he has become weak due to using many spells. In a place full of enemies, Lucine is in Snyder's place, and in the castle, all soldiers are engaged in saving their kingdom, and Yoko has also left, so Gaara has come here to help them. Then Lucine moves forward looking for Yoko, so he finds her. Now they both are talking when soldiers come here to see if Yoko is okay. Because of their coming here, Yoko beats the soldiers. Then in the cave, soldiers ask if Snyder is imprisoned inside this boy, but Yoko refuses and tells about Lars that he is the Dragon of 11. These people start believing that Lars is the reincarnation of the prince because Lars and the prince have the same name. Also, they also talk about how the prince saved their kingdom with Geo. Then on the other hand, Geo has brought some virgin girls in front of Diamond, but one of these girls is not a virgin. That's why Diamond drinks Jojo's blood to punish him. On the other hand, Diamond's disciples have left to catch the girls, and they even find a girl, and he eats that girl after turning into a wolf, and Yoko feels the presence of that wolf. They come out, and the same wolf is in front of them. The wolf says that he will eat Yoko. Hearing this, the Snyder inside Lucine comes out. So, he says that if you even dare to do this, I will finish you. But because he is in Lucine's body, the wolf does not listen to him, and he throws Lucine down and punches him many times, and he is about to crush his head too. But then Snyder puts his hand in his stomach, and he drags him away. Then Snyder starts using his venom spell, because of which the wolf recognizes that this is Dark Snyder. Even after being attacked, the wolf is still alive. Then, after putting his foot on his face, Snyder asks, "Do you work for Diamond, who is a vampire? But if he is so strong, then why does he ask for girls' blood? I mean, is he really not that strong? Tell me the truth." So the wolf says that this is the truth, that Diamond is not that strong. He gets power with the help of blood. After hearing this, Snyder finishes him off. That's why Yoko starts scolding him. Also, Yoko asks, "Who are Sin and Kai? Tell me," because Snyder had mentioned Sin and Kai. Then Diamond says that 15 years ago, Snyder attacked many kingdoms and made them his own, and he has been reincarnating. Diamond says that he is weaker than Snyder, but now because Snyder has not fully reincarnated, he can win. He jumps down and comes in front of them, and their luck is very bad because Snyder loses control over Lucine's body. Because of this, they are caught, and Sin and Kai are also here. Jado is happy that he caught both of them, but Kai easily breaks her handcuffs with Sin. Because of this, Diamond sucks his blood to punish Jadu. Then Sin and Kai attack. They think they have won, but Diamond has easily recovered, and both of them show their shoulder and cross to defeat Diamond, because of which Diamond shows that he is scared, he is about to die, but in reality, it does not happen. Then Diamond catches Kai and starts drinking her blood. He likes that blood very much. Then both these girls say that no matter how powerful you become, you are nothing in front of Snyder, and Yoko does not understand how these two know about Snyder. Then Diamond says that your Snyder is above, and he cannot do anything. The girls don't believe him, but Diamond says this is the truth. Then Lars understands that because Snyder was sealed in Lucine's body in childhood, both of them grew up together, because of which they are one body and two souls. Diamond kicks Kai away, saying that now I will be able to finish Dark Snyder and also eat Kalsu's blood. Now Sin cries at Kai's condition, so Snyder starts dominating Lucine's body. And on the other hand, in the castle, all monsters are being easily fought and finished off by the ninja army. That's why the soldiers are also happy, and Gaara comes forward and starts finishing them off even more. On the other hand, Snyder starts dominating Lucine's body, but he is not able to do so. Now Snyder is not able to dominate. That's why Diamond runs behind Sin to attack her. Now before Diamond can drink Sin's blood, Yoko kicks him, so Diamond gets angry and kicks Yoko away. Sasura. Now seeing Yoko beaten and lying down, Snyder also completely dominates Lucine's body. Everyone is surprised to see Dark Snyder. Lars says that Dark Snyder is the one who has the power of destruction, and he has ruled for many years. Especially all the soldiers are scared. But Snyder says, "How dare you kick Yoko? She will be the mother of my future children someday." Hearing this, Yoko calls Snyder an idiot and goes to help Sin and Kai, and he uses a spell named Right to finish off Diamond. This is a mix of lightning and cooling spell, and both these spells are effective against vampires, but it doesn't do anything to Diamond. So Diamond starts believing this, saying that he seems quite weak, and Lars also doesn't understand what Snyder will do now. To defeat Diamond, Snyder and Diamond talk, where Snyder says that he is the strongest in this whole world. To prove this wrong, Diamond attacks with Assassin. Because of this attack, Snyder's hand gets cut. Because of this, everyone gets scared, but the soldiers are quite happy, and Diamond sends soldiers to bring both girls. All soldiers move forward laughing, but Sin attacks them, and Diamond laughs at Sin, saying, "Look what I've done to your army. Now no one will save you." Diamond is laughing loud, and behind him, Snyder is also laughing loudly. Seeing Snyder laughing laughing like this, Diamond sees that he has finished Jadu, and Snyder is not able to control his laughter. On Diamond's foolishness, Snyder says that because of his attack, Diamond cannot attack the target properly now. That's why Diamond starts attacking in every direction. Because of this, his soldiers also die. Then Snyder says that you are very ugly. I am handsome. I am superior. See how I finish you. Diamond says that I am also very beautiful, and Snyder stops Diamond's attack and attacks him. But the attack hits the wall instead of Diamond. Diamond is happy for a moment, but because of the sunlight, he starts turning into ashes completely. And Snyder says that he is not afraid of anyone except Yoko. Lars comes forward and says that he has finished Diamond, but Snyder says no, because Diamond turns into a bat. Flying, Diamond says that no one can finish him. Hearing Diamond's voice, the soldiers ask, "Where are you?" Then Snyder throws Diamond down and tears off some parts of him, saying that he knows that he will come back in human form because a vampire turns into a bat after dying, and after sucking the Earth's power, he turns back into a vampire. Then Snyder uses his special spell, because of which if Diamond goes against his words, he will turn into a frog later. And after taking pleasure in seeing Diamond suffering, Diamond leaves from here. Then Sin asks Snyder for help to heal Kai, but what was the need to stick? Snyder says that Kai will be fine after a little treatment, and Snyder starts licking Yoko after coming near her because she was bleeding. But Yoko leaves, saying that the Emperor of Thunder is the strongest, and Sin is going to the temple to treat Kai, thinking that Snyder should not forget her even if he has Yoko. Snyder's mouth turns red, and they move forward, and on the other hand, Gara has come with Yvonne to fight, and she has come with Ifrin to face him. Both of them strike and move away from each other, where she asks, "Why did you betray us?" Gara says that he doesn't work under anyone, he just works for fun. That's why he is on Snyder's side. Gara has barely been able to stop her sword with his sword. It is revealed that her Rising King sword is not an ordinary sword. It has so much power that it can easily cut a mountain into two pieces. Then Gara attacks with kunai and also with a blade, because of which she goes up, so she gets stuck due to the wind, because of which Gara cuts her into two pieces using Majinkin. But it is an illusion, and she is in the air, who cuts Gara into two pieces using Dragon Blast Demon Slayer. That's why she starts laughing. And Gara also laughs because he has now become more than 1 to 4 with the split technique. Then Gara comes down, becoming more than 4. He removes his armor to face her attack. Then Gara uses his most powerful attack, which is true Majinkin. The speed of this attack is faster than the speed of sound, but she stops this attack because she has understood that Gara is not actually more than 1. He is making many replicas at one time, so this attack is actually 1. Before celebrating, her Rising King sword cracks and breaks with the breaking of the bridge. Then Gara says that he has won, but he will not kill her because she has been very close to Snyder. Everyone is happy because of this victory, but the demons are angry. But after this, she uses her magic of missile, which Gara easily dodges. Then she flies in the air and uses her special move. She says that Rising King is not a sword. Gara tries to stop her attack, but his blade passes. Because of this, Gara gets injured. Then she moves forward to finish Gara. Gara says that she thinks she can finish him. She says, absolutely. Now she is ready to attack, and everyone is surprised, and the princess prays that Snyder comes here. Before she attacks, she is attacked, because of which Gara even escapes from being finished, and it is revealed that Snyder has come here. Also, because of Snyder's attack, their gate and bridge have been completely broken, so now they don't have to worry about the opponent. And Gara, lying down, calls Snyder an idiot and says that he should get well first, he will finish him first, and that's why Snyder apologizes. The princess finds her very beautiful, and seeing Snyder with Yoko, she says that he is not changed even now, he is with another girl again. From her words, we come to know that Snyder is a very big womanizer, and she doesn't like Snyder's actions at all. That's why she will finish him. But Snyder comes behind her and hugs her, saying, "You want to kill me? That's a bad thing." She says, "I will kill you in such a way that you will not be able to come back to life." To calm her down, he presses her and licks her, saying, "You know how much I love you." And because of biting her ear, she falls down, and Snyder starts typing. On one side, their program is going on, and on the other hand, the guard says, "I cannot die yet." And she tells Snyder that he has done these things with Sin and Kai too. But Snyder says, "Don't be foolish. I have been with you for 100 years, and you also know that I love you the most." And Gara says, "I can't believe it. I'm gonna die here." Then she also starts going near Snyder, but then she remembers that if she goes near him, she will turn into a toad. And if her nail color turns red, which is currently purple, she will turn into a toad. That's why she moves away from Snyder and sits on her Ifrin and says, "I will come again to finish you after rebuilding my army." Snyder doesn't understand what happened to her. While leaving, she says that she has been with Snyder for 100 years, and he has loved her thousands of times. There is not an inch of her body that Snyder has not touched or licked. But now she will finish Snyder. She says this while thinking about Yoko. Inside the castle, Gara tells Snyder not to take her lightly because 15 years have passed. Her sword's power has increased a lot. Here, Yoko doesn't understand what went wrong between Lucine and her, and because of the rain, Gio says that no one can attack them right now, and everyone is eating food inside the castle, which Yoko is serving. Yoko serves everyone well one by one, but not Snyder. And Snyder cannot even say anything. That's why Snyder quickly eats and gets back in line. But this time he gets even less than before, so he asks, "What happened? Why are you doing this to me?" Yoko scolds Gaara and makes him sit down and tells him that he is a #1 horny dog, and she thinks that he has done such things many times before. Snyder doesn't understand which incident Yoko is angry about because he has done many things. When Yoko asks, Snyder hides, but because of the scolding, he looks back, so he is very close, so he starts listening. When Yoko asks, Snyder says, "I know you are still a virgin, right?" So Yoko slaps him and goes away from there, but she also throws scissors in anger. And inside the castle, Gio is telling his grandma that Snyder has been awakened 3 times because of kissing, but twice he has awakened on his own. What is the reason for this? He is asking his grandma, so she says that the seal with which he was bound is connected to Mata, which represents love and beauty, meaning Snyder can break the seal because he has love for someone in his heart. And we see Dark Snyder in the same ball whose heart someone has taken out, and he is dead. And Yoko is treating Gaara and thinking that she has done too much with Snyder. Here, Gaara says that he thinks she can finish Snyder because in the past 15 years, Gaara has felt that she has no mercy for anyone in her heart. Also, she has become powerful with time. Knowing that Lucine can die, Yoko moves forward. Seeing Snyder with the princess, she hides. They see tears in the princess's eye, and the soldiers are watching the storm outside. They are happy because of this. No one can attack them right now, and inside, the princess is worried about Snyder. Snyder says that he did not think this, and he also reveals that she was the one who defeated Gio. He explains that Snyder had sealed him 15 years ago, working with Gio. Scylla doesn't understand why they were so close and then became so distant. Scylla wants this fight to stop somehow. On the other hand, Gio and Grandma realize that she has a lot of hatred in her heart, and inside, Scylla wants nothing to happen to Snyder because Snyder has done a lot to save their kingdom. However, Snyder says that he hasn't done anything to save the kingdom because he wants to rule this entire world. And whatever I am doing for myself, and whoever comes in my way, I will not spare them, be it Kalsu or even her. On the other hand, Gio has realized that she is nearby, and inside, Snyder starts his program with Scylla because it's the rainy season. There's a beautiful woman in front of him, and he can't do nothing. And yes, Scylla is fully supporting this program because she also wants it. Yoko hears their conversation from outside, and outside the castle, she is ready to attack. And then Yoko picks up Lars and throws him at Snyder's face, which makes him realize that she has arrived. She launches a powerful attack called Mega Death, which everyone survives. Snyder goes to her, but the princess stops him because they know that if Snyder leaves, he won't come back. Then Snyder borrows a coin from Yoko. Everyone is looking at her, and Snyder uses his spell to fly. She casts a new spell, which will drain all of Snyder's powers. Due to power drain, Snyder falls down. Being above him, she attacks with Rising King. To escape, Snyder uses fire magic, so his magic is drained, and then she attacks Snyder with Demon Slash to finish him. And now Snyder has no weapon. That's why Ifrit comes there and changes into Fire Sword to fight Rising King. Then both of them take their swords and move forward to attack. But Snyder cuts her monster with his attack, and burns it to ashes. But because of her Rising King's power, Snyder's standing place breaks. Again, both of them face each other to attack. Everyone can see their powers from afar. Here, because the soldier asks, Gaara says that she has a disadvantage right now because she cannot use her magic in this, but she can use swordsmanship, and they have only one chance. They will decide in one attack who will live and who will die. Here, Yoko is feeling something wrong. Then both of them look at each other, and she moves forward to attack. She strikes first, and then Ifrit says that he is stronger than Rising King, and Snyder is the only one who has controlled him, so he tells Snyder to use all his powers. Then Ifrit goes up with Rising King, and he is finished. Because of this, Snyder says a lot of bad things to Ifrit. Then as she moves forward, she chops Snyder's head and extracts blood, and Snyder falls down. Everyone thinks that Snyder is finished, but he is not finished yet. A light starts coming out of his body, which is nothing but his powers, because the spell that she created was finished by Ifrit. Then Snyder, flying, tells her, I will finish you. You are not my family. Now she also says, you are not my family. Do whatever you want. Then both of them use their spells and start flying up and attack the same way. Also, both of their powers are equal. Then Snyder starts using X-Jutsu, and using this spell, he made Ifrit his slave, surprising everyone. She also uses the same spell. Then they move forward to charge, but at this moment, Snyder remembers all of her childhood memories, and because of this, Snyder falls down badly, and a big explosion also occurs. After seeing Snyder's condition, Gaara comes forward to help him, saying that he cannot die, but his soldiers stop him because his condition is not good. Everyone starts thinking that Dark Snyder is dead, but Yoko feels that Dark Snyder cannot die, because he has not taught Lucine that he does not have to return money after borrowing it, and perhaps because of this, Dark Snyder comes out. Dark Snyder praises himself, saying that God made him to rule this world. How can a handsome hung boy die? But in reality, his condition is bad. That's why she tells him, now give up. I will finish you and create utopia. She moves forward to finish Dark Snyder, but Snyder stops her and says, I love you, but she says that he falls in love with every girl at first sight. I don't trust your words. Then she summons the Thunder Spirit, and Snyder summons the Fire Spirit. Both of them start fighting. Snyder says that he should not do this, but she doesn't listen. Snyder starts running away. Snyder tells her that what she is doing is wrong, but she says that he cannot understand her feelings because she has faced many difficulties since childhood. That's why she attacks. But Snyder stops her attack with his hand and tries to remind her that Snyder is the one who saved her and raised her for 100 years. He gave her a peaceful life. They were like a family, and she also knows all these memories. And when Snyder comes closer, she also comes closer. But because of the curse on his hand, she distances herself. And on the other side, Abigali is laughing, seeing all of them like this. So Kalsu goes to prepare because someone has to fight after her. Their fight starts again, where fire salamanders. And Snyder is not in control of his feelings. She is going to the castle where she remembers how in childhood she used to tell Snyder not to hate himself and not to go away from himself. And she punches Snyder away. But she also says that she considers Snyder more than a father and a lover. Also, Snyder has not died yet. That's why she is troubled. And Yoko feels that her rage is no longer evil, but like a crying child. Because of these feelings, her control over the Thunder Spirit starts slipping, and they attack Yoko, because of which Snyder starts screaming, saying Yoko's name. But Yoko is fine, but the princess is not. And Snyder says that he will not spare anyone who attacks Yoko. Here, Yoko feels that she does not want to kill Snyder. Then Snyder is about to use his strongest spell. And here, Granny comes and says that the end of this fight will be Snyder's death, and both of them are using the same spell. At this moment, she says goodbye and I love you to Snyder. Their attack continues, and she says that please finish me. I don't want to become a toad. And Yoko feels that she is crying. That's why she tells Ra to do something. But now there is no time to do anything. She wants Snyder to hug her one last time, and Snyder can hear someone's voice. This is Lucine, who says that he cannot see that she is in a lot of pain right now. Open his eyes and save her. Snyder sees that there is a curse on his finger. That's why she prefers to die by Snyder's hands instead of becoming a toad. With a crying face, she says, I love you, Dot. She falls down, and Snyder is very angry at Eagle because he forced Snyder's sweetness to take Snyder's life. Then the Lion Blast's energy ends, and Snyder goes to her, and to save her from this curse, Snyder puts his hand in his chest and takes out his heart. So, in this way, the first season of the Bastard anime series ends. Before you go, I want to tell you that if you haven't subscribed to this channel, then after subscribing to this channel, make sure to select the bell icon to all so that whenever my new video comes, you get a notification. Like this video if you haven't already. Leave a comment about how you liked this video and share it on WhatsApp. You can go and watch my shorts if you have time. Bye.